Well, good evening. I got a small packet in the post. This is some 1940s-ish era guide to tanks. I don't suspect it's in good condition, judging from how it was packed. I've released the tape already. If you want to join me and have a look, this is what we're going to be looking at. Well, yep, there we go. It's missing the front cover, but you can see the contents. Right, so here we go. List of illustrations. What we have: Australian, British, some British tanks, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Matilda, Russian, trackless American, USA amphibian, Valentine, etc. Printed in Great Britain by Fisher, Knight and Co. St. Albans. So I don't have a date because we're missing the first page. Oh, yeah, this is in terrible condition. However, inside the cover here, what do we got? The US M1 60-ton tank. That's a popular photo. And we got Valentine Mark III. Yeah, this is in terrible condition. This is what happens when you don't store your books correctly, kids. The outside is all brown, not just with foxing, but it's brittle as well. I need to open that with this, so this is all going to fall apart. Where are we? Valentine. More Valentine stuff. Give me a second. Guide to the features of the Valentine Mark III. Oh dear, I cannot get to grip with that with my fingers without risking tearing the edge of the paper. Crusader Mark VI. Crusader Mark VI again. Oh, maybe that's up with it. As you can see, but one of the problems you have with wartime books, particularly printed in the United Kingdom, is the quality of paper was terrible due to obvious restrictions. And if they aren't stored correctly, they really do perish pretty quickly. Crusader Mark VI. Crusader Mark VI. Crusader Mark VI interior drawing. This is... looks very much like one which has appeared in the popular press. It seems to ring a bell. Cutaway view. Covenanter Mark V, everyone's favourite tank. British medium tanks. Got their pre-war number plates still on, so these are old photos. Oh dear. British Mark 6B and signal flags. We've got General Grant Mark III. I think this condition of this really illustrates why it's so important to look after these books carefully if you have them. Australian Sentinel cruiser tank. That's the American, I believe that's called the trackless tank off the top of my head. German 8-wheel, that says British Guy 4-wheel, Russian 6-wheel trackless tanks. So this clearly isn't an early war kind of book. Oh, there it is, American trackless tank. What have we got? Interior shots in the Matilda 2A. Oh, that's nice. That's right, that's at the center fold of the book there. These aren't rusty, so at least it's not got damp at any point. Nice layout of the Matilda. More interior shots of the Matilda from the manual for it. United States M1, nice big chunky tank. What is that? Medium tank, light tanks. United States Whippet tanks, the M1917. That's not a Whippet. Cast hull M3. Look at that, isn't that magnificent? Nice and round. It was a shame that didn't catch on. M4. Early amphibians. Into Russian stuff, T-34s. Well, we know that this isn't going to be dated before 1941 for a start. Then we have some more cutaways. A rather let's call it what it is, ugly cutaway of the German Mark IV. The turret is more than a little bit too far back on that. You know what, I'm going to take a still of this and attach some stills from this. I find that kind of amusing, so you can enjoy those. German Mark IV, British soldiers examining Mark IV will be North Africa. Then we have the another Mark IV, which isn't the Mark IV. This is the Neubelfahrzeug. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So some nice confusion there over tanks. Then we have Mark III, another, let's call that what it is, rather badly drawn from the Illustrated London News, and an even more badly drawn Panzer Mark II with a gigantic turret on it. I do like the Panzer II. German Mark I. Italian medium tanks. Well, that's, yeah, all right, it's a medium tank, I suppose, if you want to be like that, but it's also the Fiat 3000, the L. It's a light tank by this time in the war, but it's mostly useless. This would appear to be a photo predating the war, possibly. That could even be taken in Abyssinia. Some real tanks at last. Italian flamethrowing tank. So we've got the CV3, the Lanciafiamme, the flamethrower trailer, Italian two-man tank. Yep. Japanese heavy tank. Oh, that's interesting. If you just cast your mind to about here, it's hard to tell whether they've taken the photo of the tank and then tried to edit out the gun, or if the photo is with the tank without a gun, they've tried to draw it in, or if the original photo had the gun, it was edited out badly to hide it, and then it's been put back in. I'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I'll have to try and find the original photo of that. There's a challenge. This last page is in terrible condition. Japanese medium tank. Japanese two-man tank. Finally, the French 70-ton tank. It's rather surprising this is even included, given this is published well after the fall of France. French light tanks. If I had to guess from the uniform, it's not. Those aren't German uniforms. These are either going to be. Those look like Americans to me, examining that. So there we go. So look at that. So 62 very damaged pages. Is that the end? I'll have to check the index to see if that's even complete. No, in fact, see, we seem to get cut off. We've got the Valentine outside equipment. This is just illustration. So who knows quite how long that went. I'll have to look this up to see when this might have been published. Be careful out there, guys, with your old books. This is in such terrible condition, it's not clear what could even be done with it. For the time being, I'm going to wrap it back up in this acid-free paper until I decide what to do with it. Be careful with old books and documents. Things like these edges here, they can be bent back if you are very careful. Do not use modern sticky tape on them. Chances are this book is of so little value it wouldn't be worth rebinding anyway. So this just might be one of those that has just gone to the great bookstore in the sky. So look after your books. Thank you very much.